Hey, what's going on, guys? My name's Nick and welcome to Nick's TCG. So today I'm going to be talking to you guys a little bit about the investing side of Pokemon cards and what you could be doing to potentially make some money here in the near future. So right now the hobby is at an all-time high. A lot of people are just buying everything up, anything they get their hands on, and we're seeing a shift in the market where it is possible to make long-term gains with investing in certain sets and just holding on to product and seeing potential growth over a period of time. Now, it sounds like a bunch of fancy words, and honestly it is. Me being new to the hobby, well, sort of new, I have started to pay closer attention to products that are available. If I'm out and about, or if I just happen to see something, I can get it for a good deal and just see what happens and hold on to it. So I wanted to go over some of the easy ways you can get into the investing side of the hobby. They have lots of good deals out and about. Sometimes you just gotta look for it. If you go online, go to tcgplayer.com. Great source of information. Very, very in-depth analysis of products, product price, what the market is, the growth rate, and median sale price of products that you're looking at. That way you can find out what you can get that product for. Now, that's typically the aftermarket or secondary market. Retail is going to be different. So if you see something at a store, you get it for retail price. Over time, it becomes harder and harder to find things at retail. So things that were once abundant in stores, like 151, MSRP was like $26.59 on the Pokemon Center website, or $27-28 at like Target, GameStop, something like that. Now you don't see them very often there. So you go online, you see what it is, and it's now doubled in price, or almost double and a half. So I'm going to show you some of the products that I've collected over the past few months on tcgplayer.com and show you just the value of how much they've gone up or down. So this first product is going to be the Paldean Fates. Now, if you look at it, it's a sealed booster bundle box. So MSRP is like $27.99, I think, at Target. And you just pick one of these up and you hold on to it. Or you could open it and see if you can get one of the chase cards. But that's the singles market. That's a whole different side of this. I'm just going to be going over sealed product. So sealed product is when you hold on to it over a period of time, and when it's no longer in print, it gains value. Pretty simple. So like back when the pandemic first hit, and what was it, Logan Paul, that was opening up old base set Pokemon booster boxes to try and pull that first edition Shadowless Charizard. And that's kind of pretty much what kicked off the resurgence of like Pokemon cards and getting a lot of people back into the hobby, because we were all stuck at home getting free money from the government and we couldn't do anything. Talking about it again, 151. This is a 151 booster bundle. Paldean Fates and 151, these are specialty sets, so they don't get booster boxes. They get the bundles, they get the ETBs, and they get the mini tins and like collection boxes. You can see that they're both sealed, and I'm just holding on to them over time. And I'll get a little bit into the TCG player side of the stuff here in a minute. This is a Stellar Crown booster bundle box. I picked this up actually the other day just to have. I thought about opening it, but I wanted to make this video and just kind of show you guys how things work with sort of like when you buy a product. So MSRP $27.99. Sometimes it takes longer for it to grow in value. And then we have new sets like Surging Sparks that are very popular right now because a lot of people are trying to chase that special illustration, Pikachu, the alternate art, and it's getting harder and harder to find it on the shelf, even though this just came out not even a month ago. Same with Elite Trainer boxes are another good way to get into the investing side of the Pokemon cards. You pick these up and you just hold on to them sealed, and then once they stop making them, stop printing them, or if there is a reprint, typically it dips a little bit, but with older sets you don't really see that much, and they're really not doing that much of reprinting right now. They're good, they're space efficient, they're very slim on the side, if I get that all in frame. And sometimes then what they're doing now too is they're coming out with promo cards. So there's two versions of this. There's a typical, like, normal one that you would get in retail, and then they have the Pokemon Center one. For the purposes of this video, we're not going to talk about the Pokemon Center one because I don't have one. But that one is a more exclusive one that you get exclusively through PokemonCenter.com. And they come with one extra booster pack, I believe, and a special promo card as well. But yeah, they release these for each set that they come out with. So this one is for the Searching Spark set that just came out. There's ones for Stellar Crown. There's ones for 151 and Palban Fates as well. And then there's booster boxes. So booster boxes are the most profitable when it comes to gains. They take longer to increase in value. So I believe it was NostalgiaNomics was on his video. I put a link into the description in that one where he talks about comparing investing in traditional investing like stocks, IRAs, indexes, all that stuff, and even in crypto and all that stuff, versus Pokemon and sealed product, and compares and contrasts the growth of both of them over a 5-year period. And he said that Pokemon beats traditional investing out of the water when it comes to growth and profits. Booster boxes, sometimes the best way to go. So especially with booster boxes of popular sets. One being Evolving Skies, for example. That is a very popular set. It just blew up real fast because there was a lot of really good cards in that set. One being the Umbreon alternate art. The Moonbreon is what it's called. And it is, I think, raw right now, $1,400–$1,500. The booster box is, I think right now the median price on TCG Player is $1,100. I'll pull that up and I'll show you guys in the video here in a minute. But if you try to buy one now, you're not really going to see a big return on that investment because MSRP was like $129, $130, $140. I think, depending on the place where you bought it. But right now, like, you got to drop a pretty penny just to get a booster box. Full transparency, I did not pay that price on TCG Player or anywhere like eBay or anything like that. So, fun story. I can't tell it with a straight face. So I was shopping with my kids one day and we were just kind of like going around different places. It was like right before, or it was like the start of like the Black Friday deals and all the shops. So we were just kind of like going around watching the chaos unfold and decided to like check out a couple of card shops. And we were on our way home and I saw this card shop on the side and I was like, maybe I'll just poke my head in. So we go inside and we're just kind of like looking, the guy's back behind the counter just packing up a bunch of like online orders that he's got, and just kind of looking around, and I see this box on the shelf over there for $650. So I asked him, what's the story? And he said that they've had it for a while, and that's just what they have it at. So I was thinking about it, and I asked him, are you firm on that price, or is there any wiggle room? And he's like, well, let's check. So we checked TCG Player and eBay, and we see that it's like now like $9.58. And he's like, I'll be 100% honest with you. I'm more than happy to sell it to you at this price because that's what we have it marked at right now. But if you walk out that door not buying it today, I think I'm gonna have to raise the price on this. So it was really cool that he definitely honored the price that he had it listed at. And I definitely checked it out. I was looking at it. It is sealed, and I bought this case to put it in because, you know, it's an old set, so the plastic's not as good of condition. But I also noticed that it's backwards. So if you look, I don't know, I'm looking at the camera. Yeah, if you see that the Pokemon goes backwards, that's a factory error. Sometimes they come out with the wrapper inside out. So instead of the Pokeball going that way, it goes this way. I guess that makes it more valuable, because when I looked it up on eBay, or when I actually Googled it first, checked out a bunch of subreddits, and I was like, hey, is this real or fake? They were like, that's definitely real. It's a factory error where they print it backwards. They put the wrapper on the thing and it wraps the product. They put up the sheet on, or the roll on, backwards, and they wrapped it backwards. Makes it more valuable. So I looked at eBay, or I looked in Google just to see where I could find like what would be the price of this, and I looked on eBay, and I saw it was $1,400 is what one person was asking for, at least. Situations like that do not happen every day. I do not recommend doing what I did. Did I make gains on it the day I bought it? Absolutely. Bought a $950 booster box for $300 less. But, you know, situations like that don't happen at all. Ever. Like once in a blue moon. So going back to what we were talking about with the TCG Player. So this is tcgplayer.com. I've already got the Paldean Fates booster bundle pulled up, and we are looking at what it currently is right now. So we see that it's $29.98 plus $14.99 shipping and handling. That's a lot for shipping, but we're going to look at market price. So we see market price is $43.33. Then you see most recent sale, and then you see listed median, $45. And then if you look over here, you have market price history. There you can pull up a graph, 6 months out, a year out. So from December 2023, you see that it goes 32, 36, all the way up to 44, and then it goes down back to 25. I'm trying to do this on my iPad, sorry that it's like wiggling around a bunch. But kind of stays steady, dips back down, and then right now, since there's a lot of hype and a lot of volume for this set, because people are starting to try and chase the Bubble Mew and the Dark Charizard, you can see that it's steadily climbing back up. So as of right now, it is $43.33. And you can scroll down, and then you can go see all the vendors that they have it at. Same thing with 151. So this is the Scarlet and Violet 151 booster bundle. Market price $58.89. Most recent sale $52.99. We go about 6 months out. You see that it's 44. Dips back down. It goes all the way up to $62.89, $58, $63. And it's kind of leveled off right now at $58. But that's over a 6-month period. You see that it's got a 32.28% increase. And then you do year. So you see the whole year from December of 2023 all the way down, up 49.13% increase per pretty much at the end of the year. And again, listings 59.90 or 59.66. The median listed price right now is $64.89. And as you see, it just varies from seller to seller. Stellar Crown, we talked about that one. $23.66. So MSRP at Target is $27.99, $26.99 from GameStop. So right now, this is the set that came out before Surging Sparks. Not too much hype for this set. There is the Terapagos alternate art or special illustration, and they've got a couple other cards there too. The Gavantula, I can never say that one right for the life of me, or I struggle. And the Cinderace as well. And there's a couple other cards that, you know, make the set good, but you know, we're looking 6 months, it's down. So from June, $34.97, all the way down to $20.02. Kind of picks back up in the middle of November, and then it just kind of dips back down and is starting to level out again. Listed median, $26.47. And yeah, this is just kind of what you see, you know. So it just depends on the set, how long it takes to see growth, because right now, like, it's still in print. There's the ultra premium collection that just came out as well too, so there is an abundance of this product out right now, this current set. And then you have sets like Surging Sparks. Again, chase card being the special illustration Pikachu and some other cool cards in that set too. That Pikachu is going for what, like $450, $500 almost, ungraded. So can't really get a full year, but we can get 6 months, you know. Again, just the numbers in such a short amount of time for this being out is performing very well. 37.4% increase. And then market price $41.07. So again, MSRP $27.99. You do some math and, you know, it's a little over $10. And yeah, you see, you know, $32.76 all the way to $40, $47, $49.97. For retail value, $49.99, you can buy the Elite Trainer box for Surging Sparks. But that's if you can find it on the shelves. And again, just going back, Stellar Crown, $27.99, $26.99, Surging Sparks. These $59.99, this is like the third-party vendors and stuff like that. Those are outrageous in prices. So be wary of that. Just because you see it on Walmart or like Target and stuff like that is not necessarily like, you know, a smart buy, because you definitely don't want to pay that price for that. But like eBay, $39.89. You see a lot of people sell sealed product on eBay as well. And then going back, the Elite Trainer box for Surging Sparks. This is the regular one. This is not the Pokemon Center one. Market price, $72.18. Most recent sale, $73.93. Again, people are, you know, I'll see Target restock this, and then of course, me being me, I'll forget something that I actually needed to buy for the house, so then I have to go back, and then I'll walk by the Pokemon section because it's, you know, at the front of the store, and it's gone. Have you ever seen that meme from South Park where it's like, da 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 da, and it's gone? That's pretty much it. It's the same thing. It just will not stay on the shelf. Again, you know, $41, $39, $42, and then, you know, right around Black Friday till now, it's going up and it's starting to curve. But again, retails for $49.99, and it is selling at almost 50% increase of MSRP. So, you know, it's again, like, I'm not telling you to like, oh, you need to go out and buy all the Pokemon stuff that you can and da 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 da, you know. Be smart about it. You know, if you're on a budget, you're on a budget. Booster bundles are a great way to be budget friendly. If you have a little extra, the ETBs, really good, very space efficient. But again, the booster boxes are the best as far as gains in value. Evolving Skies booster box. Unopened, including shipping, $925.99. There are 43 other listings, some as low as $99.97. Now, you want to be careful with that, because we're just going to go straight to the year. Again, on the bottom right there, you'll see $99.97, but Korean Eevee's Heroes Evolving Skies booster box. So it's from a different language. Doesn't really hold the same value, even though the chase cards and stuff like that are the same. They're priced differently. But for English Evolving Skies, it starts from December 2023, $415. You know, we're seeing from like March, $675, $678, $690 in April. June, $700. Back down to $699, kind of dips a little bit. Oof. It kind of stays like this for a while, up until about the end of September, early October. It starts to climb back up in price again, because limited availability for a set that's not in print anymore, because this was a Sword and Shield era set. So the less there is available, the higher it's going to go up. Until now. So for the year, if you bought this last year for $400, you made a 125% gain on your investment. Let's see, 6 months. So 6 months, let's see, I bought it $33.49%. I mean, it's nuts. But I'll never get that lucky again. Oh. And then this is the error box that I found. His is in a little bit better condition than mine. But again, people will pay more for it. Or people will collect errors only because they're unique. Regular Evolving Skies booster box, $1,300. Evolving Skies booster box, $999, $949. So again, if you can get a good deal on something, great. If not, you know, don't have FOMO, you know, because there's always going to be new sets. There's always going to be stuff coming out. You know, next year is going to be really crazy for the Pokemon TCG. You know, there is Battle Partners coming out in January. Team Rocket set that's going to come out in like February. You have the announcement, they just announced that they're doing a black and white, sort of like what 150 was. They're doing the black and white era release for like the 156 Pokemon from the Unova region. So that's going to be huge. They have Zekrom, Reshiram, a lot of really cool like legendaries and other ones as well too. What was it? Colbion, Virizion, and what was the other one too? I can't remember. But then there's like the other one too, the Keldeo. That'd be really cool if they did like a special illustration rare Keldeo. So, you know, there's time. There is definitely time to get involved if it's something you're interested in. And yeah, you know, just don't let FOMO eat you up and spit you out, because then you're just going to go about it wrong. Says the guy that bought an Evolving Skies box. So that covers my 2 cents on investing. Again, I am not the end-all be-all expert. I'm still new when it comes to this sort of aspect. I've always collected, you know, here and there sporadically throughout the years, but starting to pay closer attention to things and just gonna see what happens and go from there. Again, if you're looking for other information, tcgplayer.com, great source of information. If you want to read about different sets, you can look up card lists, you can look up the value of each individual card. Pricecharting.com, that's another good source of information as well. If you're looking for content creators that, you know, do like more of the investing side, Danny Phantom and NostalgiaNomics and the Pokeplumber, those guys are more versed in the investing side, and you know, they have a bunch of good resources and information at their disposal that you can watch, learn, and share. But that's going to be it for me. This is a very long video. So I hope you guys enjoy, and make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if I missed something, or if, you know, you've got any advice as well. And yeah, that's about it. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. I hope to see you guys in the next video. I will be doing some live streams now. I finally got it set up and fixed to where it works. Hooray! So yeah, let me know in the comments if you'll be there. And